Yahoo CEO Scott Thompson is stepping down after being at the job for just 5 months. Dan Loeb of Third Point, who asked for Thompson's head, will be one of the 3 new board members at Yahoo. Is all this shakeup what the company needs to make a comeback? Bill George is a professor at Harvard, the former Medtronic chairman and CEO, and sits on the boards of both ExxonMobil and Goldman Sachs. Jeff Sonnenfeld is a senior associate dean at the Yale School of Management and a CNBC contributor. Guys, great to see you both.
Thanks.
Nice to be back.
Bill, I want to start off with you. Certainly Yahoo's management history is not a good one in terms of CEO turnover. Is this change more disruptive, or is it putting the company in a better place?
Oh, I think it's totally disruptive. It's not just the management that's in a state of turmoil, it's the board. They're having 6 board members report, Dan Loeb and 2 others coming on. They've had 6 CEOs, the first 5 of which have departed under cloudy circumstances. So it's not just Scott Thompson, but this is a company that has no strategy. They've lost the innovative touch. They turned down an opportunity to buy Google many years ago. They turned down a great offer from Microsoft, north of $50 billion, and so I think they don't know where they're going, what they are,
right.
And I expect the private equity guys will come in and dismantle them and take it apart and figure out where's there some value, kind of like Kodak. Can we sell off the pieces? Where can we get some value? Who can we align with? Can we sell off the company to someone and recapture some value?
I'm going to play just for argument's sake the Yahoo bull in this. Jeff, isn't this exactly what Yahoo needs? The fact that they have been strategyless over the course of however many CEOs that we've had, this is exactly what the company needs to put it on the right course. And if it does mean dismantling the company, then so be it, because as a shareholder, that means unlocking value, and that means a higher stock price.
Melissa, you just said it so well, I can hardly top you. This is one of those times where I actually really agree with you. Sometimes we disagree, and Bill, I usually agree with you. The alternative, I can't imagine, Bill, the alternative. Melissa, you're exactly right. They need this. This is a board that's had some very good people in there. They just were making some bad decisions. The chemistry was bad. I mean, you had some people who were on perhaps too many boards with too many other crises going on. The chairman up till now at Yahoo had been the chairman of Northwest during some difficult times, been the chairman of Publicis during some difficult times, all at the same time going into the Delta merger of Morgan Stanley. Some of these people didn't need the other distractions. Here, this is a company which is fundamentally a media company. The new people coming on this board understand that. Michael Wolff is a great star who understands the media world, and of course this guy Henry Wilson coming on board is a great restructuring guy, nonpartisan guy who was part of the Obama administration and running for office as a Republican. Dan Loeb of Third Point himself really knows how to pull these pieces together and looking at doing the right deals with Alibaba, with Microsoft, and there are great opportunities here. They did try to do something with Google. The board didn't understand it. Jerry Semmel, who maybe was not the absolutely perfect CEO, did more things right than wrong, was paid highly, but did a lot of good things as a former CEO of Yahoo.
Yeah.
They get back on track as a media company.
At the end of the day, it seems to be, crucially, whether you buy the stock or not is dependent on how quickly you think they can exit from the Asian stakes and at what sort of price. That seems to be the be-all and end-all for many people in the market at the moment.
Well, I think you're right, Simon, and so is Jeff, that they've got to extract value right now, but that means a form of dismantling. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. The bad things occurred before, and I think, Jeff, you're way too positive about that board. This board has a lot of echoes of Hewlett-Packard. They didn't know what they're doing. They didn't have a strategy. They didn't innovate. They didn't stay ahead of the game. So I would be very critical of that
Bill,
board.
I'm not positive about this board. I'm positive about the individual people. They're very sophisticated people there. Ray Bostock and Gary Wilson, a lot of experience from Disney and Marriott, Arthur Kern from the media world himself. But collectively, they're making the wrong decisions. I'm just saying these were honorable, smart, experienced people that just didn't work as a group.
Well, Jeff, it's worse than that. They didn't develop leaders. They kept grasping for leaders on the outside. They didn't do their due diligence with either Carol Bartz or Scott Thompson. And this is not the way to run a company. This is not the way great companies run.
And I think there's a harbinger for Facebook here. They're too caught up with the charismatic sway of a founder. They're trying to placate Jerry Yang, as we see Zuckerberg, and the sway that he has on his board.
Oh, Jeff, I think the similarities I totally disagree. I think
Bill,
Zuckerberg and the Facebook board is doing it very differently.
Ken Olsen
and they're
digital.
in great contrast.
Think Ken Olsen of Digital, Ed Land of Polaroid. We've seen this before. Look at Aubrey McClendon now at Chesapeake. Yeah. Look at the Dick Fold at Lehman. The charismatic sway of a CEO can get a very sophisticated board to look the other way and do some dumb things.
All right, guys, got to leave it there. Thanks for your time. It's always a great conversation. Bill and Jeff.
Thank you.
All right, let's get to Brian Sullivan with another market flash out there.